students. Today we will do the last chapter, Memories of Childhood by Zitkalasa and Bama. Let's once again see for the characters. Main character first of all. For the first part, The Cutting of My Hair, Zitkalasa was a Native American writer, the narrator, Judwin and her friend. And in second part, we two are human beings. There is Bama, Tamil Dalit writer. She is a Tamil Dalit writer, the narrator. Anabama's brother, an elder man of her community. Okay. So brief में जो main thought है इस chapter का वो है, this chapter contains two extracts written by two different writers, Zitkalasa and Bama. In this chapter, the writers describe the painful experiences of their childhood when they are there. Their people are subjected to humiliation simply because they belong to a backward tribes or communities. Now let us see the highlights of the chapter. It was Itkalasa first day in the land of apples. It was bitterly cold day. The snow had covered the ground. A large bell rang for breakfast. There was a clatter of shoes on barefoot floors. A pale-faced woman placed Itkalasa in a line of girls. All of them marched into the dining room. The Indian girls were in stiff shoes and closely clinging dresses. The small girls wore sleeved aprons and shingled hair. But Itkalasa was not yet in the school dress. She was dressed in the modest dress of her tribe. When Kalasa was marching in a line to the dining room, her blanket was stripped from her shoulders. In her shame, Kalasa felt like sinking to the floor. In her tribe, it is considered immodest if a girl is without blanket on her shoulders. So, this is when we read the chapter. These things were clear that Kalasa was quite embarrassed and she was not happy with the dress, kind of dress they were wearing, but it was very tight fitted dress. Okay. All the girls were placed in a line before entering the dining room. While the girls entered from one door, the boys came in from the opposite door. Zitkalasa watched for the three boys of her tribe who had come in the same group. They were feeling as uncomfortable as Zitkalasa was. The tap of a small bell was heard. The pupils took their seats on the chairs at the dining table. Zitkalasa saw everyone pick up a knife and fork and eat with them, and Zitkalasa doesn't know anything about that. Okay. Judwin, who was a friend of Zitkalasa, knew a few words of English. She told Zitkalasa that she had overheard a white woman saying that they would cut her long, heavy hair. She said that Zitkalasa would have to submit to it. At this, Zitkalasa said that she would not submit to it. When no one was looking, she ran up the stairs and hid herself under a bed. The people of Zitkalasa's tribe had a tradition of keeping long, heavy hair. Mothers taught their children that only unskilled warriors who were captured had their hair shingled by the enemy. Short hair was worn by mourners and shingled hair by the cowards. So this was the cultural beliefs of Zitkalasa, but everything which was going in her school was totally opposite to it. So going through all these things, Zitkalasa was very sad, embarrassed, and she was feeling shame on all these things. So Zitkalasa heard voices calling her name. She knew they were searching for her. Some women and girls entered her room. She was found hiding under a bed. She was dragged out. Zitkalasa tried to escape, but she was caught and tied fast to a chair. She cried aloud. She kept shaking her head all the while, but she was united only after her long hair had been shingled. Zitkalasa was terribly shocked. She was in tears. No one came to comfort her. Now she felt Zitkalasa was terribly shocked. She was in tears. So this was the situation of Zitkalasa, and we need to understand what happened to a child when he or she undergoes with such circumstances. So this is the first part. Okay, I am sent along with this first part the questions of the first part, long questions. Okay, look for them.